All right, Homesteader family, welcome back to the journey. Welcome to this edition of the Sunday Monday vlog. I'm going to fix my phone real quick for the chat. All right, got the chat set up. So, this past week has been nonstop busy. I've been burning my candle at both ends. Just horrendous. So, we've had a bunch of rain. We got like an inch an hour yesterday or day before. We got rain today. It's supposed to rain till like 9-10 o'clock tonight, and then a little bit in the early hours. Did not get any fencing done, none so ever. Hi Amanda, how are you doing? I'm doing good. Hopefully you're having a good night and you had a good week. But yeah, so didn't get any fencing done. Worked at the homestead, worked here at the restaurant. You can see everything is just a disaster here. And death, I'm going to die by homesteading. Homesteading is going to be the death of me. Actually, it's not the homesteading that's going to be the death of me. Thank you, Amanda. I appreciate it. It's going to be all this moving and everything I keep doing. As we know, I moved from the house to the ranch, and the ranch all the way across the country to Arkansas, into my shed, then to Carla's place, then to her house that she bought, then here to the restaurant, and now I'm moving back to the homestead yet again. So, I've decided death by homesteading is the way to go. Death by debt is the way to go. And death by overworking is the way to go. So, rest of this year, I'm probably going to be in debt. As you see for the picture, all these expensive totes, these are big 57-gallon totes, and then these are 12-gallon heavy-duty totes. I'm going to do tools in these, and then I'm working. You can see some clothes in these and some bedding. In the process of cleaning all the blankets, bedding, everything that I've had because of the dust that comes in here. As we know, this building's not sealed. There's no insulation. Some of the plywood helps, but as you see above, you know, it's all cracks and stuff like that, so dust and stuff still comes in. So I'm not going to have a washing machine, not going to have running water, not going to have any of that at the homestead for a bit until something sells. Something big like Colorado, or if restaurant sells, and I don't do it owner finance, and I have the money, then I can go forward. So, without having a washing machine, without having running water, I figured now is the best time, as you hear all the laundry going, to start getting everything done. So, I'm going to give a little bit of a tour right here so you can see what I've been doing here and what's going on. So, the bedroom area, where the bed used to be here against this wall, I had shelves across here with the door to go into the bedroom. I just went ahead, lined all the walls from the door all the way down with the shelves, so they're back against this wall. Of course, there's plywood back here now. And then all my blankets, towels, clothes, everything's on the ground. And then I'm doing laundry right now. So at least once all the laundry's done, they'll be in the totes over here, and I don't have to worry about that. Then this whole back room is completely cleared out. I won't have to worry, you know, just get my shampoo, soap like that. But this will be done. Then this whole restaurant here, all these totes that I have down here, I've got tons and tons of totes of all different stuff. That all stinks right now. This restaurant stinks. Why? All those totes were from the shed in Colorado that the mice got into. And as you can imagine, not only do I have the totes over there, but I got cardboard boxes and stuff over here. It's nothing but rat pee and rat poop, and it stinks in here. So my goal is do all these towels, do all the bedding. The plastic totes back here, the mice weren't able to get into, but the lid, the sides, it's all caked in just urine and poop. So I'm going to get everything out of the totes that I have from previously. That will help save me a bunch of money. I'm going to hook up the hose, get some soap and everything like that once we warm back up to warmer weather. And then I'll clean all the totes I have. And then that gives me a whole bunch of new totes to use for stuff that I don't need to see through. because I'm buying a bunch of clear totes so that way I can see everything I have. So when I move everything to the homestead, I can go into the storage shed and be able to hopefully have an aisle down the center and look in these totes and say, okay, this is what I need. My tea, my spices, my coffees in this, my underwear, my socks, my pajama pants are in this. Don't forget picnic basket. Normally, I don't even have time to do a picnic or picnic baskets. Thank you, DT. I appreciate it. So I'll get all those totes cleaned out. And then once all that's sprayed down, cleaned up, I won't have the mouse smell in here. And then for those of you that don't know, because some of you talk to me on a regular basis, putting the restaurant on the market with the realtor. My realtor is going to be back in like 2 weeks from his vacation. He said he could have done it before he left, but then this way it starts fresh when he gets back. He feels the restaurant's more than what I'm asking, so he's actually starting the restaurant out at $150,000. I put it outside for $129,000. He's going to put it at $150,000. So the restaurant's going to go on the market either the 13th or 14th. When, it might be a day or two after to get contracts, sign everything. But I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I've decided that death by homesteading, death by debt, and everything else is the way. So I'm buying all the totes I can. I'm spending all the money. Well, not money. All my credit line that's left on the credit card to max everything out and get everything boxed up here. If I get everything cleaned, I don't have to worry about cleaning it at the homestead. Whatever is garbage, I can throw in the dumpster, get rid of it. I don't need it. Then I'm not storing stuff I don't need to store. On top of all that, he'll come back on the 13th or 14th. I'll meet up with him. I'll get that taken care of. And then June 1st, as soon as I get my VA money and some of my credits freed up, because now I'm maxed out again after going Home Depot at 9:45 last night to spend more money, I'm going to go ahead and take part of that money and take $375, go down to the shed place and get my shed started on being built. I know it's cheaper to build a shed myself, but I don't have $4,500 to build a shed myself. You know, the shed I'm getting is like $9,000. It's going to match the one I have, white metal on that outside walls, white metal on the roof, but it's just going to have a single door. So yes, I know they charge a lot more for them doing it. I can do it cheaper. However, I don't have a $4,500 credit line that I can use to buy material, let alone, nor do I have the time to build a shed right now, nor any wick left because I've just been burning the midnight oil like crazy. As we see, I've got the washer going, I've got the dryer going, I got that big pile of clothes, comforters, blankets, towels, everything that need to get cleaned. And that's just my clean stuff. This is the clean stuff that's been sitting on the shelves in here that's been getting dusty. And all my clothes right here that are hanging, the shirts, I had a rack back there. They all had a coating of dust across the top. So these are clean right here. I'm drying, throwing them up here, let them sit here for a day, 2 days, let them fully dry before going in the totes, pack up the totes, and I'll be ready to go. So June 1st, take a $375 a month payment. That's what's going to start the shed. And then it's $350 a month every month thereafter. I can always pay the shed off when this sells or something else sells. Yes, I'll end up paying like $16,000 for the shed if I go over the 4-year contract or whatever it is. I don't want to pay that, but you got to do what you got to do. And I want things today. I'm not patient. I'm not going to save up money to do stuff. I want things done now because 4 years from now, I could not be here. Get hit by a bus, get hit by a car, get gored by a deer in the woods. Who knows? So, you know, I'm going to live every day the way I want to live. And talking about that, I want to just shout out to everybody out there I've been talking to, because I have some people that resign from their jobs because they don't like environment, people, the way things are done. I got people that are retiring. I got people that just got new jobs. I've got people that just moved to a new state. And I want to applaud each and every one of you out there, because you're making the moves. You're realizing that life is short. You gotta cherish it now. You gotta do what you want to do now because you don't know if you're gonna be around later. Same thing with money. If I go into a bunch of debt, I don't have a bunch of kids, I don't have family, so I don't have to worry about leaving debt to any of that because I don't have that. But I'm able to do what I want to do now. I'm going to get moved out this restaurant. I'm going to have my stuff on the homestead where it's next to me and I can use it. There's nothing worse than needing a tool and I've got to drive all the way back over here to the restaurant to get a tool that I forgot to bring over. And now I get back to homestead, forget something else, got to come back again. So I'm pushing forward. June 1st, I'm going to get the shed started. I don't know how soon the shed will be. He said when I was in there 5 to 6 weeks. For those of you that commented after last Sunday, Monday vlog, yes, the last seller fell through. Apparently he didn't have the cash. Try to get me to hold off for longer. I'm not playing those games. So somebody's going to have to put at least $5,000 down before I even sign a contract now because I'm not playing these games of, signing a contract and being stuck in a contract. Going forward, or rest of this past week, maintenance, mowing yard, feeding the animals, hauling water, just living life on the homestead. Steve has been a big help. He had a little mobile hotspot thing. He only has so many gigabytes of data, but I was sitting here on this uncomfortable stool just to watch my TV shows using my laptop right here on the TV and burning up the power bill here and just, spending money because there's nothing to do except watch DVDs, and all the DVDs back here are covered in mouse and animal feces and urine that need to be cleaned as well. So he lent me his little mobile hotspot. So the last 2 nights I've been able to watch some of my TV shows and catch up. I've got a long list of episodes that I've missed now because I've been living over there and I can only stay here for so long. Going forward this upcoming week, it's maintenance again. The grass, we've had probably over a foot of rain over the last week. So it's still raining now. I've got to mow the yard as soon as it's dried out yet again. I've got to continue feeding animals every day. I've got to haul more water for the animals. Just so much stuff to do. I got to get back onto fencing, but I'm also trying to get this taken care of now. So I'm already back to the point that we're a week into May. The fencing is not getting anywhere close to being accomplished by June 1st, so that might end up being pushed out yet again. But then again with homesteading, death by homesteading, 1,000,000 irons, 1,000,000 fires, and only one of me. So I've got to figure out what's the most important, what is the most valuable. I'm going to be calling the internet company this upcoming week. I'm canceling the internet here because I'm just not even going to deal with having internet here. That will start saving me some money since I don't have the internet at the homestead. Verizon, T-Mobile, they don't offer it yet. So still waiting on that. Definitely don't have the money for Starlink now since I bought those 2 other batteries. Having the 4 batteries, I have not had to run the generator. I'm using anywhere between 18 to 22% on average because that freezer that was right here by this wooden pole, that's over at the homestead now. So I had the big stand-up, well, not big, but the stand-up freezer and then the fridge freezer combo, the Visanis that I had. Got my TV over there, my electric toothbrush, water pick, microwave, toaster oven, all that type of stuff. So I'm able to eat over there. I was able to grab some fresh groceries, get yogurt, half-gallon milk, things like that at Walmart this past week while I was in Harrison, and able to start easing back into life. Of course, I'm using paper plates, plastic silverware and stuff like that, so it's not nice because I like having regular dishes. But then again, I don't have to do dishes, and we all know how much I hate dishes. So This upcoming week, it's going to be a lot of laundry here. I want to get everything in that pile done. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to take a bath, so I'll be able to probably do one more load tonight, and then that's going to be it for tonight. And then I've got all my comforter sets and all that stuff that was stocked in the shed and in Colorado back here. I've got to get all that done. I'll get these 4 massive totes filled up. Once that's sealed, I'm waiting for Colorado to make his payment, and that will free up some of my credit cards, so I've got some credit again. And as soon as that money comes in, pay part the credit card and the interest, and then remax it back out to buy more totes. So it's going to be packing this place up, because I've got just over a week until I'll sign the contract with the realtor. So I want to get as much of this packed up and just have the totes stacked at the very front. I don't want all this clutter all throughout here with all this stuff. I want everything boxed up there, so when the realtor brings people in to see the restaurant, it looks nice and clean, like down there, and there's not a bunch of stuff. Then the person also knows that it's easy and quick for me to move. Then I won't need as much time to move, except for the shed. I'll be waiting for the shed. I am going to try to get back to some fencing, but that's right now not the priority. We do have some more rain coming up, and we do have some cooler days coming up. So I'm hoping with the cooler days, I'll run over here. I'll throw a load in the washer, throw the washer load into the dryer, so I got both of them running at the same time. I'll run back to the homestead, so this is going to start costing me money driving back and forth 4, 5, 6 times a day to do this. But I can work on the fencing while it's cool, so I'm not dying in the heat. Come back in an hour and a half, swap out the laundry, put the next load in, go back, do fencing again. So that's going to be my upcoming week. Not too much, not too many videos are going to be happening. And then, of course, as soon as I kill the internet here, I definitely can't do anything but the Sunday, Monday vlogs with my phone data, because my phone data is eating up a lot more up at the shed, because it's constantly searching, because inside the shed I'm having issues. So Steve told me there's an antenna thing I can get to put on the outside of the shed, which will help, but that's going to eat more power up. And that's going to be more money. Money for the antenna, money for more batteries. So we're going to see where this goes. I plan to keep going another 160 some years like us aliens live to. But death by homesteading can happen. So not sure exactly where I'm going, what's going to happen. But that's about that. So with that, if anybody's got any questions or comments or concerns or anything, feel free to comment now. Otherwise, I'm going to be cutting the video off. I know a lot of people said, you know, I'm not looking as healthy as I've been in previous videos, and that's because I'm burning the oil, the midnight oil. Like I said, got to Home Depot at 9:45, didn't get back to restaurant till 11 o'clock last night, did laundry, didn't get back to the homestead until like 2 o'clock, and then stayed up till 4 o'clock watching some TV shows, and then over here just grinding away again. So with that, since nobody has anything, I hope everybody has a great upcoming week. If you need to resign, if you need to quit, if you need to retire, if you need to move, if you need a homestead, go become a surfer. Do what you need to do. Oh, I appreciate it, Norman. I wish you success up there in Illinois as well. And I wish everybody success and happiness, and find what makes you happy. Live your life now. Don't worry about the future. Live your life now, because the future's not guaranteed. And like I said, our life is very, very tiny lifespan compared to the world. How many generations came before us? How many people saved up all their money for vehicles and shirts and houses and land, and their houses get torn down and new houses get built, and it's just a whole new cycle. So don't get worried about that. Live your cycle, live your life, do what you want to do, be happy, find peace inside. And with that, have a great week, and like always, live happy, live free. That's the only way to be. I'll see you guys on the next video.